Welcome back. It's John Kuzma from EndZoneBlog.com, and I want to talk about Ezekiel Elliott and why he's thinking about holding out of training camp to get another contract. Ezekiel Elliott has 2 rushing titles in 3 years of being in the NFL. And keep in mind, some players never get 1 rushing title throughout their whole career. So Ezekiel Elliott has been the best player at his position pretty much the past 3 seasons. Now he wants to cash in and make sure his value doesn't drop moving forward. You know, he plays such a brutal position, which is running back. He takes so much punishment and so many hits that if he gets hurt this year and then he signs a contract later on down the line, it would be for way less money. So Ezekiel Elliott needs to cash in now, protect himself financially. And we have to remember the NFL is a business. You know, teams always do what's best for them. Ezekiel Elliott has to make the best move for himself. And while the Dallas Cowboys and their fans might not like that because it's not in the best interest of the team, Ezekiel Elliott has to do what's best for him at the end of the day. Another problem with the whole Dallas Cowboys situation is they're putting a priority on Dak Prescott. They're going to pay Dak Prescott somewhere in the $28 to $35 million range. And to me, that's foolish because Dak Prescott is between the 10th best and the 20th best quarterbacks in the league. He's a mid-level quarterback, and you don't pay that much money for a mid-level quarterback. The Cowboys could have beat the Dolphins to the punch and traded for Josh Rosen and only paid him $6 million a year. Then they would have had so much money freed up to add to the offense, to the defense, or whatever they had to do. Jerry Jones has to realize this is his best chance at a Super Bowl. He cannot win a Super Bowl without Ezekiel Elliott on his contracts or on the roster. He needs to put a priority on Elliott and make sure he's signed first and foremost before Dak Prescott. And I know a lot of people don't like that because Dak Prescott brings some great leadership to the table, but you can't pay someone $30 million off leadership alone. It has to be about performance. And I think Ezekiel Elliott will, reel it in and do what he has to do to be great. But to me, he deserves this contract. He deserves it right now. I don't know why Dallas is getting it wrong. Actually, I do know it's because of the off-the-field stuff. But, unfortunately, in sports, players that do perform at such a high level get a little bit more leeway. It happens in all different phases of life. And Dallas has to keep Ezekiel Elliott, and it should have been Dak that was more expendable. And I love Dak. I love what he brings to the table in terms of setting the tone for that team. But Ezekiel Elliott is the ace. He needs to be treated like that. And I know Dallas drafted these late round guys that they think they can plug in. I think Pollard was one of them. I can't remember the other guy off the top of my head. But those guys are not talented enough to replace Ezekiel Elliott. Jerry Jones can't botch this, or that's going to be the end of this current regime. They have such a good defense right now. Trust the defense, trust the running game, set up the play action, and everything will fall into place. Hopefully Jerry Jones gets it right because this is his best chance since 1996, and he needs to deliver on this opportunity in front of him. I'm John Kuzma. Check out EndZoneBlog.com.